The perfect segue to actually jump into the first topic, which is AMD's announcements during CES. So the most part of their presentation went to their upcoming mobile lineup for 2022. And yeah, this is a major, this is a major undertaking because, as you can see with this screenshot in the article here, which is from Serve the Home. And yeah, so the new lineup for Mobile Horizon will include cores based on Zen 3 Plus, which will be based on TSMC's 6 nanometer process, if I remember correctly. The same will be true for the Radeon graphics that they will be sporting on these new CPUs. And yeah, this is quite a step forward for their mobile CPUs. And they're going to combine those with also new, where is it? Yeah, so they're also going to pair this with new mobile dedicated graphics. So you have the new processors that will have not only the new Ryzen cores, but they will also feature Arduino A2 cores, as shown on the previous image. And AMD now also is releasing special Radeon 6000S graphics for mobile that are basically dedicated GPUs, but they are optimized for efficiency. And AMD also announced that they will, as part of their Ryzen Advantage program, have pairings with these various CPUs and GPUs. And their new architecture will be able to gain runtimes of 24 hours. So this is territory that with that performance level, only Apple with their M1 Pro and M1 Max chips was able to achieve. And this is now really heavy competition in that regard. It will be interesting to see how this will actually stack up, because the main problem that current generation laptops basically have is that when you unplug them from power, the dedicated GPUs, they are basically getting hampered very badly. So if I remember correctly, you had performance differences of 80 to 90% between unplugged and plugged-in performance when you go in regards to high-end dedicated GPUs. And this is quite massive. And tests with the new MacBook Pros have shown that Apple is basically not doing this. So you have all the power of your system, no matter if you're currently plugged in or if you're on battery. And especially if you're using your device professionally, when you're editing videos on the go, or as a photographer editing stuff on the go. That's pretty important. So because times, render times, and so on, they will dramatically change that way when you're running the system unplugged. And I think they announced first laptops with the new Ryzen chips and the new Radeon chips for February. So it will be interesting to see the reviews of these new Ryzen and Radeon notebooks if they are able to sustain their performance when unplugged. But basically, AMD already showcased a system where their new GPUs will be basically switching to the integrated GPUs of the CPUs automatically when you're running unplugged. And of course, even if they are both based on the RDNA 2 architecture, the performance will be quite different between the integrated graphics and the dedicated graphics of a notebook. But it will be interesting to see how this performs. And I think someone reported that you will also be able to disable this automated switching. But then the question is, how does the dedicated GPU scale in that regard? It would be nice if you disable that switching, that you then always have the full power of the GPU. Of course, this will always drain your notebook's battery much faster when you're running intensive tasks like video rendering or running complex photo effects and so on and so forth. But just having the option to do this while on the go, while not being unplugged, is something that is very useful for a lot of people. So